Welcome to Ancient Wisdom Deep Dive. Have you ever found yourself, in one of those relentless stretches where it feels like the universe has literally put a giant closed sign on your path?
Oh, absolutely.
You know those days, right? Where bad luck isn't just an occasional hiccup, but it's like this persistent shadow
Yeah.
following you from the moment you spill your coffee.
Right up until your internet gives out. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like being stuck in this narrow dead-end alley while everyone else just seems to be effortlessly gliding down some sun-drenched open road.
Mm-hmm.
What if I told you that this pervasive feeling of bad luck, well, what if it isn't actually some random external force playing games? What if it's more a reflection of an internal energy state? And here's the kicker. It's an energy state. You possess the power to absolutely control and transform.
That's precisely right. And think about it. We all experience those mornings where you wake up and you just know it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, that feeling.
You feel this vibrant, unstoppable flow, like everything is effortlessly working in your favor. And then there are those other mornings
Oh, boy.
when just getting out of bed feels like a huge effort. And everything you touch seems to, turn into a minor disaster or a major one.
Stubbing your toe, losing keys. The classic combo.
Exactly. It's like this personal cloud of chaos is just hovering directly over you. But look, this isn't some mystical, indifferent force arbitrarily messing with your destiny. It's actually a clear indicator that your personal energetic field has shifted, often without you even realizing it consciously.
Okay.
And the most empowering part, the truly profound insight here, is that you possess this innate ability to actively change this field. Most people, though, unfortunately, they get caught in this cycle of just waiting for their lucky break.
Yeah, passively waiting.
Passively waiting, complaining, and consequently getting stuck deeper and deeper in a draining negative spiral.
And that, everyone listening, is exactly what we're here to dive deep into today. We're embarking on an ancient wisdom deep dive into these powerful, actionable insights. Insights that, well, they bridge millennia-old wisdom traditions with contemporary psychological understanding. And more importantly, show you how to actively, consciously shift your energy. This isn't about wishful thinking, right? Or just waiting for circumstances to magically improve. This is about taking the reins back, understanding the subtle forces at play both within you and around you, and really becoming the deliberate architect of your own energetic well-being.
Our mission for you today is to give you a clear, practical blueprint. We really want you to understand why your environment profoundly shapes your energy. And then how that intrinsic energy, in turn, shapes your entire reality, your perception, your experiences, everything.
Okay.
We'll explore a principle that, the ancient Chinese understood and meticulously documented for thousands of years. It's this profound truth that human energy, our qi, it follows the very same cyclical patterns and rhythms as everything else in nature.
Like the seasons, that kind of thing.
Exactly. The tides, the seasons, growth cycles. And when we learn to consciously align ourselves with these natural universal rhythms, everything in our lives, from our mood to our decision-making, it naturally begins to flow better, more harmoniously.
Makes sense.
So today we're going to reveal 3 remarkably specific types of places you can visit. Places accessible to virtually everyone, and we'll explain precisely why they are so potent, so fundamentally transformative for kicking off a complete holistic energetic reset in your life.
Okay, let's truly unpack this idea of being stuck. Or we've all been there, right? That feeling of being just mired, stagnant, unable to move forward, even when you desperately want to.
It's a heavy feeling.
Yeah, it really is. And when everything feels fundamentally wrong, our first instinct, often, it's to retreat. We pull back, close ourselves off, maybe even literally hide away.
Yeah.
Like waiting for things to magically fix themselves.
Or for someone else to fix it.
Right. But why, fundamentally, is that such a profound mistake? Why does that common reaction often make things, well, significantly worse, pushing us deeper into that mud?
Well, it's a bit like trying to purify a container of dirty, murky water by just stirring it faster and faster.
Ah, okay.
All you're doing, really, is making it even murkier. You're kicking up more sediment, making it harder to see any clarity at all. The core issue, and this is understood deeply in ancient Taoist philosophy and increasingly by modern neuroscience too,
Right.
is that your body, your mind, your spirit, they aren't isolated things. They are constantly dynamically exchanging energy with your surroundings.
Yeah.
Think of it as this continuous, often subconscious conversation happening between your internal state and your external
A
environment.
constant back and forth.
Exactly. So if you've been stuck in the same negative, stagnant environment, maybe breathing the same stale, recirculated air day in, day out,
Or just stuck inside too long.
yeah, or confined by the same four walls, or crucially, entertaining the same worried, repetitive thoughts over and over, or even just interacting with the same draining people,
Mhm.
your entire system inevitably gets congested. It's not just a feeling, it's a tangible physical and energetic reality. Your body systems, your mental pathways, your emotional channels, they become sluggish.
Like everything slows down.
It's truly like having a clogged drain where nothing flows properly. Vital energy gets trapped, it becomes heavy. Now, this isn't about blame or judging yourself. It's just about recognizing a natural energetic principle. Energy, you see, much like water, fundamentally needs to be in motion to stay fresh, clear, vital.
Okay.
When it stagnates, it becomes dense, thick, and it profoundly weighs you down. It affects your mood, your thoughts, even your physical health.
That makes so much sense. We often think of getting stuck as just a mental state.
Yeah.
But you're saying it has these deep physical and energetic roots.
Yeah.
Almost physiological.
Absolutely. It's interconnected body, mind, environment. It's all one system.
Yeah. So what does this all mean for us then, on a practical level? How do we actively go from this congested, stagnant, heavy state to one where positive, revitalizing energy can flow freely again, almost effortlessly, where we feel like we're back in the current of life, not fighting it?
Well, the profound solution, and this is where ancient wisdom really shines, isn't to sit idly by hoping someone else will magically fix your metaphorical drain.
Right, no magic wands.
Or just waiting for external circumstances to miraculously change on their own. That's a passive stance. It's disempowering. Instead, the power lies in actively fleshing out those blockages yourself, consciously creating new, clear pathways for positive, revitalizing energy to flow into your life.
Okay, taking action.
And that, fundamentally and practically, starts with a deliberate change in your physical location and the type of energy you're exposing yourself to. We're not talking about abstract concepts here. We're talking powerful, accessible shifts anyone can make.
Things we can actually do.
Yes, rooted in this profound, centuries-old understanding of natural forces and human interaction. These aren't just feel-good ideas. They are practical, actionable steps designed to physically, mentally, and spiritually change your energetic state, pulling you out of that stagnant eddy and back into the mainstream of life.
Okay, so let's reveal the first incredibly powerful type of place you need to visit when life feels stuck. When you feel that heavy, almost suffocating, congested energy just clinging to you. You said it's somewhere that will quite literally make you sweat, demanding physical exertion. And the very best place for this kind of profound energetic release is in the mountains.
Absolutely, the mountain.
And you mean real mountains,
Yeah.
right? Genuine, untamed nature, not just like a treadmill in a gym with recycled air or an artificial climbing wall.
Exactly. We're talking about truly connecting the raw, expansive, unyielding energy of the earth itself, reaching skyward. There's something primal about it. And what's truly fascinating here is the deep symbolism, but also the raw, visceral, physical engagement that a mountain offers. A mountain isn't just a geographical feature, it's this dynamic, powerful entity. It rises majestically from flat ground, defies gravity, pushes relentlessly toward the sky.
Yeah, you feel that sense of upward movement.
Precisely. It is, in its very essence, a literal symbol of upward movement, of overcoming monumental obstacles, of connecting the solid, grounding energy of the earth beneath your feet to the expansive, boundless energy of the heavens above. In ancient traditions, mountains were often seen as sacred places for this very reason, points of connection.
Between the mortal and the divine, sort of.
You could say that,
Hmm.
or just between the grounded and the expansive. And when you are truly surrounded by that kind of majestic, powerful, ascending energy, your own internal energy, well, it naturally begins to align with it, pulls you upwards too, both physically through your effort and spiritually in your outlook.
Like tuning into a higher frequency.
Exactly. It's an unconscious yet profoundly impactful energetic transfer.
But here's the absolute non-negotiable key. And you said this is where many people miss the true transformative potential.
Yeah.
You can't just drive your car up to a scenic overlook, snap a quick selfie, and expect that profound shift.
No, that won't cut it. Not for this kind of deep reset.
The genuine impact, the deep energetic reset, it comes from engaging your own two legs, using your own muscle and will. No cable cars,
No shortcuts.
no easy way out. You need to walk step by laborious step, ascending that mountain under your own power. And yes, I promise you, it's going to be hard, especially at first.
Oh, it will be. Count on it.
Your legs will probably feel heavy, your lungs will burn. You'll likely want to quit pretty quickly thinking, what was I thinking?
And that resistance is part of it.
Right, that initial intense resistance, that urge to turn back, it's not a sign of failure. It's actually part of the energetic cleansing process. It's your body pushing back against the old stagnant energy.
This is precisely where it becomes truly profound, where ancient wisdom and modern physiological understanding perfectly converge. As you consciously push through that initial discomfort, as you persist despite the strain, your body naturally starts to heat up and you begin to sweat.
Okay, this way.
But this isn't just ordinary perspiration. This is your body quite literally releasing all the pent-up, stagnant, negative energy that's been trapped inside you. Every single drop of sweat in this context becomes a physical vehicle. It carries out frustration, worry, anger, disappointment,
Wow.
all those heavy, constricting emotions that have been weighing down your spirit and clouding your mind. Simultaneously, with every deep conscious breath, you're breathing in the freshest, purest air possible. Air filtered and invigorated by thousands of trees, charged with their life force energy.
Yeah, that mountain air feels different.
It is different. With every exhale, you're consciously or unconsciously releasing stale, toxic thoughts, mental clutter. With every inhale, you're taking in pure, vital energy, oxygenating your entire system, revitalizing every cell.
And then, as you continue to climb higher, something really incredible happens. As you gain physical altitude, you almost simultaneously gain an entirely new perspective, literally and figuratively.
The view changes everything.
The city below, with all its traffic, its noise, its deadlines, those overwhelming problems that felt insurmountable, they start looking smaller and smaller.
Tiny, almost insignificant from up high.
Those once huge issues that felt all-consuming, they literally begin to shrink, appearing like tiny, manageable specks. The traffic jams, the office politics, the relationship drama that felt like the end of the world, it all shrinks down to its proper size.
That's true size in the grand scheme of things.
You see clouds drifting by, totally unconcerned with your deadlines. You hear the wind in trees that have been growing for decades, indifferent to your bank account or your relationship status. It's a powerful reset, humbling.
And this profound connection is what ancient wisdom refers to as following the Tao of nature. Nature, in its essence, it doesn't stop and worry about tomorrow's rain. It doesn't hold grudges from yesterday's storm.
It just adapts.
It just flows with whatever comes, adapting, renewing, continuing to grow, always moving, always changing. When you deliberately immerse yourself in that environment, truly paying attention, feeling the earth, the wind, smelling the pines, you start to absorb that same fluid, resilient, unwavering energy.
Like I get in.
By the time you complete your descent, walking back down that mountain, your entire energetic signature has fundamentally changed. Your blood is flowing better, your mind is sharper, clearer, your spirit feels noticeably lighter, unburdened.
Like you left the weight up there.
You quite literally have shaken loose what was stuck and replaced it with fresh, vital energy from the natural world. And modern science, through practices like Shinrin-yoku or forest bathing in Japan,
Man, heard of that.
it's provided measurable proof. Studies show it significantly reduces stress hormones like cortisol while boosting immune function, natural killer cell activity. It's not just a feeling, it's a measurable physiological and energetic shift.
So, okay, you've gotten your body moving, your blood flowing, release some of that deep-seated stagnant energy, those heavy emotions. You've connected with the expansive power of nature, gained incredible perspective. That sounds like a really powerful start.
It is. It clears the decks, energetically speaking.
But once that physical exertion has opened things up, what's the next crucial step in this holistic, energetic rebalancing system? Where do we go from the mountaintop, metaphorically, to build on that clarity?
The next absolutely vital step is to quiet your mind. Because here's the thing that often goes unacknowledged. Most of our perceived problems, they aren't actually external, insurmountable obstacles in reality.
Right.
Frequently, they're just mental noise, amplified anxieties, distorted perceptions that just, proliferate when we lack a peaceful, structured environment to process them. Your mind in that stuck state, it's very much like a snow globe that someone keeps shaking relentlessly.
That's a great image, all swirling around.
Exactly. All those thoughts and worries, the endless what-ifs, the nagging should-haves, anxieties about the future, replays of the past, they're swirling in this chaotic blizzard. It makes it utterly impossible to see clearly, to find solutions, or any stable point of reference.
So you need to let the snow settle.
You need to find a dedicated space, a sanctuary where you can gently set that snow globe down and allow everything to settle, allowing the flakes to softly fall and reveal the clear, calm landscape underneath.
And the best places for cultivating this kind of profound mental stillness, for letting that snow globe settle, you say they're often right under our noses, maybe overlooked. Libraries and museums.
Precisely, libraries and museums.
What is it specifically about these seemingly quiet, maybe even a bit dusty places that makes them so incredibly potent for achieving this inner calm and clarity, especially when our minds are so agitated?
Well, these places possess something truly special, something deeply powerful and inherently calming. They aren't merely buildings filled with objects or books. They are, in a sense, hallowed repositories of human wisdom and collective experience, accumulated painstakingly over centuries, even millennia.
Okay, containers of wisdom.
When you step into a major library, you're not just surrounded by shelves. You're enveloped by millions of pages containing the sum total of everything humanity has learned about solving intricate problems, overcoming challenges, finding meaning.
All human knowledge, practically.
Pretty much. You can pick up any biography, any historical account, any philosophical treatise, and instantly read about someone who faced difficulties that honestly often make your current situation look manageable in comparison.
Gives you perspective.
Huge perspective. You absorb stories of historical figures who lost everything and rebuilt, or philosophers who found peace amidst chaos, or artists who created breathtaking beauty despite immense personal tragedy.
Now, this isn't about comparing problems and feeling guilty, right? Like, oh, my problems aren't so bad. That's not the point.
No, absolutely not. It's unequivocally not about shaming yourself or diminishing your current struggles. That would be counterproductive. The true purpose is about expanding your perspective far beyond your immediate moment, your current circumstances, your transient feelings.
Broadening the view.
Yes. When you realize through these pages and artifacts that countless individuals throughout history, across every culture, every era, have faced strikingly similar challenges: fear, loss, uncertainty, doubt, often far worse, and yet found ways through them. Your own situation suddenly starts feeling less unique, less isolating, and significantly more solvable. In a museum, the effect is even more visceral, more tangible.
How so?
You're surrounded by artifacts that have literally survived for hundreds, sometimes thousands of years. You might see pottery made by people who shared the same basic human needs as you: food, family, belonging, beauty, but lived in completely different, often much harder circumstances. You witness artwork created during plagues, devastating wars, social upheavals, and yet through it all, people still found ways to create something beautiful, to express hope, forge connection, leave a legacy. It's incredibly grounding.
And what happens internally, beyond just the intellectual understanding, when we immerse ourselves in these rich, quiet environments? What's the energetic shift?
Standing in front of these ancient objects, or surrounded by the silent collective wisdom in books, something profound subtly shifts inside you. Your racing thoughts, that frantic swarm, they begin to slow down, almost imperceptibly at first.
You just notice you're calmer.
Exactly. Your breathing deepens, naturally becomes more even, calm, deliberate. You start to feel connected to something much, much larger than your immediate personal concerns. You tap into the continuous, enduring flow of human experience across time, this vast river of resilience and creativity. This experience is deeply meditative without being forced. No special posture, no mantra needed. You're not trying to empty your mind, you're simply allowing it to settle. You're naturally calming down because you're absorbing the settled, timeless energy, the quiet gravitas that permeates these spaces.
It seeps in.
Libraries and museums are like these deep, still pools of quiet water in our often chaotic, turbulent, noisy world. And when your mind achieves this state of quietude, when that snow globe finally settles, something amazing happens. Solutions, often elegant and straightforward, start appearing.
Ah, the clarity emerges.
Yes. Not because you're actively wrestling with the problem, not because you're forcing answers, but because you finally cleared away all the mental clutter, all the anxious noise that was blocking your natural wisdom, your innate problem-solving ability.
So the answers were there all along, just hidden by the noise.
Often, yes. Problems that seemed utterly impossible when you're all wound up and agitated suddenly reveal obvious answers, clear pathways forward when you're calm, centered, and connected to that deeper well of human experience.
Okay, so we've connected with the vastness of nature, sweating out stagnation, gaining perspective on the mountain. Then we've found stillness, and access deep human wisdom in the quiet halls of libraries and museums. These are powerful individual steps.
Very powerful, foundational.
But what's the crucial third piece? The one you said most people miss in this energetic rebalancing puzzle. What completes this circuit, grounding us fully in our present reality?
This is where it gets really interesting, I think, because after you've connected with nature's expansive energy and found that inner quiet and clarity, you must then consciously, deliberately reconnect with humanity.
Reconnect with people.
Yes, because isolation, even what feels like peaceful, reflective solitude, can paradoxically become its own kind of trap if it goes on too long. While introspection is vital, too much detachment, too much focus inward can make you feel even more alone, more disconnected from the vibrant pulse of life around you.
Right? You can get lost in your own head.
Exactly. You need to remind yourself with tangible proof that you are an integral, vital part of something much bigger. The messy, the beautiful, the complicated, and the wonderfully resilient human community. This final step is about re-engaging with that vibrant collective energy that sustains us all. The shared rhythm of life.
And the best place for this isn't necessarily like a formal self-help group or a networking event.
Not necessarily, no.
It's something far more organic, more everyday,
Yeah.
a bustling marketplace or the vibrant streets of an old neighborhood. Why these specific everyday locations? They seem almost mundane compared to mountains or museums.
Because when you're deep in your own struggles, maybe feeling sorry for yourself, indulging a bit in self-pity, it's incredibly easy to fall into the trap of imagining you're the only one truly grappling with hardship.
Yeah, the why me feeling.
Precisely. You start believing your problems are entirely unique, that everyone else has it all figured out, that their lives are perfect, effortless, seamless while you're just stumbling around. This kind of thinking breeds profound hopelessness. It creates a self-reinforcing negative loop.
Drags you down.
But when you immerse yourself in the dynamic energy of a marketplace, especially one that's been active for generations, you observe life in its rawest, most resilient form. You see the vegetable sellers who got up at 3 a.m.
Wow.
to set up their stalls, their hands callous, yet often their spirits are high. Laughing with customers, haggling, fully engaged with life's immediate demands.
Just getting on with it.
You see elderly people carefully selecting ingredients for dinner, treating a simple task with profound care. You observe the butcher practicing his craft for decades, taking pride in his work. You witness mothers juggling crying babies while negotiating the best deal on fish.
So it's about recognizing very clearly that everyone, absolutely everyone, has their struggles, their daily worries, their burdens, their grind. But the pervasive message you get, it's that nobody has truly given up.
Exactly. They are all showing up every single day, participating in the dance of life.
That's powerful.
This is where you gain an immediate, powerful, very real understanding of what true resilience actually looks like. It's not some heroic, dramatic, larger-than-life thing for movie characters. It's the quiet, persistent, everyday act of showing up, day after day, doing what needs to be done, often with a smile, finding small moments of joy and connection, even when things are difficult or mundane.
Just ordinary people being extraordinarily resilient.
Yes. When you consciously surround yourself with this kind of vibrant, everyday human vitality, this bustling energy of collective effort, you naturally begin to absorb it. Your own problems, which felt so overwhelming, start to recede in intensity because you see firsthand everyone is dealing with something. Everyone is navigating challenges. And crucially, everyone is finding ways to keep going.
You realize you're not alone.
You're not alone in this grand human struggle. You are an integral, connected part of a vast community figuring it out as they go together. There's a powerful, unspoken solidarity in that observation, a communal strength.
And there's a real tangible psychological principle behind this energetic shift, isn't there? It's not just a subjective feeling. You mentioned something.
Yes, absolutely. It's a well-documented phenomenon known as social contagion.
Social contagion. Okay.
The powerful idea that emotions, moods, attitudes, they can quite literally spread between people, like a beneficial virus or a harmful one, depending on the environment you choose.
Interesting.
When you isolate yourself with negative thoughts, stuck in a space echoing your worries, you effectively keep reinfecting yourself with the same stagnant, draining energy. It's like an echo chamber of anxiety.
Makes sense.
But when you deliberately immerse yourself in an environment bustling with people actively engaged with life, people who are busy, purposeful, connected, their vital, forward-moving energy naturally starts to rub off on you.
You catch their vibe, basically.
You do. You don't even need to have deep conversations or make friends. Just being present, observing, absorbing the ambient energy of people living their lives, working, interacting, solving problems, enjoying simple pleasures, it's often enough to powerfully snap you out of that self-pity mode and re-engage you back into active life participation mode. It re-engages your own vital spark, reminds you of the resilience and beauty of the human spirit.
Okay, so we have these three incredibly powerful, distinct types of places. The mountains for physical release and perspective. Libraries and museums for mental stillness and wisdom. And busy markets for human reconnection and vital energy. They sound quite different.
They are distinct experiences, yes.
How do they all work together synergistically as a complete integrated system? For that truly profound energetic shifting, how do these three different experiences combine to create something whole?
Well, you can clearly see how they represent a truly holistic rebalancing of your entire being. They address and harmonize different fundamental aspects of existence. It's like a three-legged stool. It needs all its parts for stability.
Right, each leg supports the others.
Exactly.
Mm.
The mountain connects you with heaven, not literally religious, but in that spiritual, philosophical sense of the bigger picture. The expansive natural flow, the overview that reminds you you're part of something vast, majestic, powerful, transcending your immediate problems.
Okay, the big picture.
The library or museum connects you with earth. Again, not just dirt, but the accumulated wisdom, the deep-rooted stability, the foundational knowledge, the enduring culture of humanity. It grounds you in time and shared experience.
Wisdom and grounding.
And finally, the marketplace connects you directly with humanity itself, the everyday vitality, the unwavering resilience, the sense of community, the shared bustling experience that keeps our species going day after day.
Connection and vitality.
So when you find yourself feeling stuck, experiencing what you label unlucky, caught in that negative spiral, you've almost invariably fallen out of harmony with one or more of these fundamental forces.
You're out of balance.
Exactly. Maybe you've been too narrowly focused on your immediate problems to see the grander perspective from the mountain. Maybe you've become too agitated, too overwhelmed by mental noise to access your inner wisdom in the library. Or, crucially, maybe you've become too isolated, forgetting your essential connection to the vibrant human community found in the market.
So by consciously visiting and deeply engaging with these three specific types of places then, you're not just passively waiting for luck to change.
Absolutely.
You are actively, deliberately, powerfully rebalancing your entire energy field. You're consciously tuning yourself back to the optimal frequencies that naturally support growth, foster clarity, deepen connection, reignite purpose. It's an act of self-empowerment.
Precisely. The ancient Chinese, in their profound observation of nature and human experience, had this deeply insightful saying, when things are at their worst, they're about to get better.
Okay.
But look, this isn't a passive prediction of automatic improvement. It's not a waiting game. It's an active call to understand that the lowest point is also the point of maximum potential for change
If you do something.
if you take intentional action to create the internal and external conditions for that improvement. Going to these three specific types of places is precisely how you create those conditions. You're not just hoping for better circumstances. You are actively transforming yourself from the inside out.
Into someone who attracts better circumstances.
Into the kind of person who naturally attracts and creates better circumstances, who perceives opportunities where none seem to exist before. You are consciously shifting from that passive victim mode to an empowered creator mode.
Changing the question.
Instead of asking, why is this happening to me, and dwelling there, you naturally begin to ask, what can I do to change this? What proactive step can I take right now?
So for our listener who is feeling that familiar sensation right now, stuck, unlucky, like life is working against them, what's the concrete, immediate action plan? No waiting, no complaining, no quick fixes, right? What's the practical, step-by-step approach they can take, maybe starting today?
Precisely. This is about conscious, deliberate, immediate action. First, put on your most comfortable, sturdy walking shoes, the kind ready for a real challenge. Find the nearest mountain or a large, challenging hill.
Something that takes effort.
Yes, not just a little park mound. Something that genuinely demands sustained physical effort. Spend at least 2 hours actively climbing it under your own power. Let yourself sweat freely, breathe hard, feel the burn in your muscles. Actively push through that initial discomfort. That physical effort is absolutely crucial.
Earn the view.
Earn the view, exactly. When you reach the top, allow yourself to sit for a while, maybe 15, 20 minutes. Truly absorb the view. Let that profound shift in perspective really sink in. Let it gently reframe your problems against that much larger backdrop.
Okay, step one, mountain.
Step 2, carve out a quiet afternoon, perhaps the next day. Visit your local library or museum. Don't go with a specific agenda, just wander. Be open. See what organically captures your attention.
Just browse.
Browse the wisdom, pick up a biography, read about people who overcame challenges, look at art, artifacts from difficult times. Actively absorb the settled, timeless energy of accumulated human wisdom and resilience. Let your mind become still, quiet. Let that snow globe settle.
Step two, library or museum. Got it.
And finally, step 3. Within the same week, go to the busiest marketplace or street fair you can find. It needs to be bustling, vibrant, alive with human activity.
Get into the thick of it.
Yes. Buy something small, a piece of fruit, a coffee, a pastry, just to create a natural excuse to interact briefly, minimally with people fully engaged with life, earning a living, providing, connecting. Listen to the conversations, the sounds of commerce, the murmur of community. Observe the energy, the resilience, the everyday vitality in action.
Step three, marketplace.
Mountain, library, museum, marketplace, those are the keys.
And the crucial part, as you mentioned, is doing all three of these within the same week to get that concentrated, synergistic, energetic shift.
Absolutely. The powerful synergy of these 3 distinct experiences, when undertaken within a concentrated time frame, say over a few days or a week, that's what creates the profound, holistic, energetic reset. And I guarantee, with absolute certainty, your energy will shift.
Will feel different.
You will feel different. Now, I'm not promising all your problems will magically disappear overnight. Real, sustainable change takes time, consistent effort, patience.
Of course.
But I am promising that you'll feel profoundly different, stronger, more connected, more capable of handling whatever comes next, because you've actively and consciously engaged with these fundamental forces: nature, wisdom, community.
You've changed your internal state.
Exactly, because that ultimately is what this ancient wisdom deep dive is truly about. Not changing your external circumstances through magic, but profoundly changing your internal state through conscious, deliberate, empowered action. When you feel better, when your energy is aligned, you naturally make better, more insightful decisions.
And better decisions lead to.
Better results. When you make better decisions, you inevitably get better results. And when you consistently get better results, your entire life trajectory, your sense of luck, your experience of flow, it starts to improve dramatically. The power to change your luck isn't some elusive force out there. It resides entirely in your willingness to step outside your comfort zone and actively create the energy state you want to experience.
So are you truly ready to stop waiting for luck to find you and start actively, deliberately creating your own? The wisdom we've explored today is ancient, it's time-tested, it's profound, but the power to implement it is yours. Right here, right now, you have the blueprint.
Indeed. Your mountain is waiting. Your library beckons. The market hums with life, ready to re-engage you. And as you consider which of these 3 powerful places calls to you most urgently right now, maybe ponder this. If your luck truly is an energy state, what other seemingly external forces or circumstances in your life might actually be reflections of your internal world, patiently waiting for you to shift your energy, to take that proactive step?
That's a deep thought to end on.
Think about how each element contributes uniquely to your well-being, and how their synergy, when combined, creates this unstoppable force for transformative change in your life.
Thank you for joining us on this ancient wisdom deep dive. Go forth, step into these powerful spaces, and actively shift your energy.